My level was fairly average, my physical level when I first met Sharon. I'll be honest, not always being the best physical specimen myself. The goals I had when I started talking to her were I wanted to be better than where I was, not just get back to where I was. And Sharon gave me some hope that that was possible. It wasn't just about clinging on with my fingernails, that there was a way of getting to a better place than where I was. And the physical, I found that the physical protocols and the extra work I was doing with her was just like a light switch mentally. Being able to get off the lounge meant that I was able to go out with my wife. I was able to go out with the kids. I was go watch my son play soccer for the first time in ages, and that was just a game changer. When I started, I had simple things like balancing on one foot was about 4 seconds. Now I'm 1.5 to 2 minutes. I've gone from walking for 5 minutes and feeling like I wanted to keel over, and now walking 30, 40 minutes at a time, 3 or 4 times a week. Working on my core and working on some weight resistance work certainly improved my strength and certainly improved my coordination. I'm pumping out a solid 3 kilogram weights at a time now, which much to my son's laughter, but it's been great, and I certainly am a far different person than where I was when I started. That was always one of my goals, returning to work. To me, that was sort of I suppose one of the recognitions that you had your normality back to a degree. But I knew that I couldn't do that until I was going to be strong enough to get through a day. And that's not just physically, that's concentration as well. And working with Sharon and the Pink and Steel program, it just gives you that base that you feel confident enough to take those next steps. Without that, I would not have been back at work at the moment. So once I started those programs, it was one of the goals that Sharon and I set, was to structure our program so that I had a targeted return date in mind. That also gives me a little bit of a mental target, which was great, and we met those targets. Being back at work for me was a key indicator that I'd had some success in my fight. It was a way of measuring that I'd returned to some sort of normality, and that's not just about contributing or starting to feel like I was relevant again to work, but it was a family impact as well. It was important for my kids to see me back at work. It was important for my wife to see me back at work, not because of the money, but just because it was a sign that I was getting better.